Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 9th day of September 2016 on this Friday global broadcast. I'm your host, Alex Jones, and you need to get strapped in. Turns out that our particular paradigm analysis of the globalists is super on target, but only to one level. We're now getting deeper into the rabbit hole and now getting new approximations of the New World Order operation. And let me tell you, it gets crazier by the minute. These people are lunatics. But they got a plan. And if we know the plan and we educate the public that the plan is anti-human, humanity will do the rest. It may look like globalism's unstoppable, the technocracy's undefeatable, their system is all going into place. But the minute humanity turns against it and rejects it, there's 7.5 billion of us, we will revolutionize the world overnight. Because the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. And the globalists' biggest fault in their operations is that they do not promote the best and the brightest, even in their own guild now. They do it via seniority, like it's North Korea or something. And that's why North Korea supplies us with an endless stream of very, very wicked satire, very, very twisted satire, because it is so disconnected. They can't manufacture an automobile. They can't basically invent any technology. They have nothing. And they have a toddling third-generation hereditary dictator who executes members of his family if during 18-hour government events, they look like they nod off for 30 seconds. What a wonderful world to live in. North Korea bans sarcasm because Kim Jong-un fears people only agree with him ironically. So schizophrenic, so mentally ill. You can just document Cam. I could show TV viewers this article. It's out of the London Independent. And it's the generals all running around worshiping him like he's a god. Talk about total fruitcake delusional behavior. I mean, it's a joke. But that's big government for you. That's hereditary power for you. That's passing the reins on to your minions. And that's what we see with Hillary Clinton. The same stumbling around, the same sycophantic behavior, the same worship behavior from her aides. She is emblematic of this rotting facade preparing to collapse in on itself. Now, let's talk about that rotting facade. Donald Trump has come out and said, quote, Hillary Clinton is running a global criminal enterprise and spreading terrorism. Truer words about Hillary Clinton have never been said. She does run a large global criminal enterprise. She is the progenitor or the fount, the fountainhead, the source. With George Soros and a few others, they're the top captains. We're not quite sure who the head general is, but we know who runs the show. They brag about it. We don't know who the king of the ring wraiths are, but we know who they are. And she thinks we're so stupid that she's been arming and running Al-Qaeda and ISIS for at least 6 years, 7 years now, starting with the situation we saw in Libya and now obviously in Syria and 20-something other countries. This is an alliance the globalists have with the Saudi Arabians to spread their brand of Islam. By the way, their brand of Islam is winning. 80% of the world are Sunnis, and the Wahhabist sect out of Saudi Arabia that controls Mecca is now basically enforcing that. And we're seeing more persecution of Sunnis at the hands of Sunnis than probably anybody else. It is a nightmare scenario. A nightmare scenario on so many fronts. We're going to be getting to that clip coming up, but Hillary running global criminal enterprise and spreading terrorism. GOP nominee says he would have prevented 9/11. Yeah, it wouldn't have been hard to do. They were ordered to stand down. Bare minimum, that's been Declassified. Continuing, getting into her health. This is from the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons. That's the second largest group in the country. Hillary's health concerns serious, say most doctors polled by the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons. 71% of doctors say Hillary's health concerns are real, serious, and could be disqualifying. Yeah, Dr. Drew, he wasn't anti-Hillary. He just got asked about it on a radio show. Also had a CNN show for 5-6 years. Got canceled a week after he said just the drugs she's taking in the medical records she released. It's just crazy. I mean, I want to talk to her doctors. I want to talk to her. This is dangerous. Well, how dare you say, as a talk show host and as a board-certified board examining, on a board of examiners, a doctor's doctor who has expertise in this very field, a leading expert, how dare you on a radio show in America talk about the witch king, Hillary Clinton? You just do not do it. I mean, again, that's the press climate in this country, people. And that's why there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I mean, I can't count them all up. I typed in Alex Jones, Hillary Clinton earpiece, and there were over 1,000 articles that popped up. I just looked at 10 or so this morning, and they had the Chicago Tribune saying that I'm this wicked, evil, dark, horrible devil. And then I'm just so horrible, and then I must be stopped, and how dare Donald Trump Jr. tweet out our story, and how evil Matt Drudge is, and blah, 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 and how could we question her? This is just the most outrageous thing ever. And I'm just picking this article because it was just one of the ones I looked at, because it's all nothing but talking points they've put out, regurgitated by this guy. And it sounds like a desperate 9-year-old wrote it. So I'm going to ask Rex, whatever his name is, we'll put it back on screen, to come on the broadcast, Rex Humpkey. I love it. Important thoughts from my fingers. Yeah, I guess your fingers don't have a lot of brain cells in them, buddy, because you read this, and it's just total panic saying, normal people don't listen to Alex Jones. It's dangerous. Don't listen. He's bad. Oh, my God, this is insane. What's going on? When all we said was, is she wearing an earpiece? It looks like she's wearing an earpiece. There have been big controversies before about earpieces. George W. was clearly wearing one in some of the debates. We covered it then. This woman's a known liar. She's been caught lying over and over again. She's been involved in so many scams, it's a joke. She was representing the Chinese president secretly for money. That's in the new WikiLeaks. A true liberal, Julian Assange, that exposed Bush and the globalists, the neocons, says Hillary is far worse and, quote, a demon, and is creating a demon climate to persecute the press and, quote, put all of our necks in a noose. That's because he's got tens of thousands of pages more he's releasing next week, and tens of thousands after that. So much stuff it'll make your head spin of the horrible things she's doing. And as a real liberal, he is exposing her. I even saw clips of Ed Schultz basically coming out against Hillary now and saying she's a criminal. So this whole thing is imploding. This whole thing is imploding fast. So running back through these, you've got 71% of one of the biggest medical associations in the country being polled. We have 100% being polled, but then 71% of those polled saying that Hillary Clinton has serious health problems, obviously, on its face. Now, they can call me a conspiracy theorist and say I'm evil all day and the rest of it, but the truth is, WikiLeaks has her trying to get Parkinson's medication. And then WikiLeaks has Uma Abedin saying, oh, did you forget your earpiece? Do I need to bring it? So, might have been a hearing aid. Looks like a hearing aid to me. The point is that they put out a few shots with her ear in shadow, photos in Newsweek, you name it. I mean, when I say hundreds, it's probably thousands of articles. I mean, you just can't keep track of them. It says thousands. And saying, oh, we're debunked, oh, this and that. No, you're debunked. We asked a question about a known liar. James Woods asked the question. We simply picked it up and gave people an opportunity to look at it. It became the #1 story yesterday, thanks to DrudgeReport.com and the listeners of the show and others spreading it. And so then they attempt to act like there's no problem. Well, let me tell you, we have what I would call just the added gravy to all of this? Because you add all of this together with this new story I've got when we come back after break that is from our own reporter in Ohio, breaking down the fact that they have these ambulances when Hillary is traveling around, and that Hillary couldn't come out of a tent and spoke basically 45 minutes late. She's in the tent. They've got an ambulance. They've got people running around with stretchers into the tent where she is, the air-conditioned tent. They've got body armor on. It's Secret Service with EMS outfits on. And they're going into the tent. And this should be investigated massively. I mean, they got a guy running around behind Hillary with an injector pen. Whenever she gets asked questions, she freaks out, and the guy goes, it's okay, keep talking. And people are going, oh, it's preposterous that Hillary would need an earpiece. She's her own woman. Why, she used to be really smart. The woman is a bumbling moron now half the time. She's obviously breaking down. She looks completely drugged out and insane. And now they're running around with her in tents with huge medical gurneys with guys in body armor. What in the world is going on here? This needs to be looked at. This is a big story with video on Infowars.com. My fellow InfoWarriors, I am very excited to be able to announce to you the introduction at InfoWarsLife.com of a new way to save time and money when you stock up on InfoWars Life formulations like Survival Shield X2 and Super Male Vitality. Just go to InfoWarsLife.com today, select your favorite product, click on Auto Ship before adding to cart, and choose how often you want us to send you another order. Every time you choose Auto Ship at InfoWarsLife.com, you get 10% off, and you won't have to worry about running out and having to reorder next time. And of course, you can cancel with one click anytime. As you know, I'm all about the idea of a 360 win. And the new auto ship feature at InfoWarsLife.com is a sure win for everybody. A win for liberty, a win for health, and a win when it comes to big savings. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today and save 10% on your next InfoWars Life order by selecting auto ship at checkout. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.